Hi, everybody. Anthony here with Aces Adventures, and welcome to the Mall at the Source in Long Island / Uniondale / the outskirts of New York City area. You know, even the fashion capital of the world is not immune to the death of the common space retail in the United States. Westfield World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan already has several vacancies, and if you take a drive out to the Long Island area, you will find a property that was dead before it became a teenager in terms of its years of operation. The mall at the Source in Uniondale, New York, should have been a slam dunk for its location, as it had 4 museums nearby. Yes, 4. Hofstra University and plenty of residential homes nearby to attract customers. Unfortunately for this property, a single year, 2009, which we'll get into, spelled the end for this mall. The origin of the eventual building of this shopping center can actually be traced back over a century, as the Brooklyn-based Fortunoff, I'm not exactly sure, let me know how that's actually pronounced, family opened a home and jewelry store in 1922 that flourished, leading to the eventual opening of a flagship store about 4 decades later in the 60s on the future mall site. So almost 40 years before the mall became a thing, there was an anchor store by the Fortunoff company. Alan Fortunoff of the family decided in the mid to late 80s that it was time for the proposed Long Island Galleria to be built. However, he would soon discover that he had heavy opposition from locals in fears of too much congestion in the area, and so he scaled back his plans and sold off some of the land to some out parcels, Costco, things like that. This was not the end, though. As you can imagine, money often talks, and the Simon Group later took over the idea, and in 1997, the Mall at the Source was born. By the way, I looked and I looked and I looked. I could not find out why the mall was called the Mall at the Source. If you know, please leave a comment below. And fun little fact, did you actually know the term mall is derived from the term Pall Mall, like the cigarette word, a term used to describe playing a game called Pall Mall in an alley, a game similar to croquet. Fun little fact. The Mall at the Source would open in the fall of '97, and that is where the fun ends, as the story always ends the same. The mall enjoyed success in its infancy, but once it reached its 12th birthday, the writing was on the wall. 2009 was an absolutely death blow of a year, as I had mentioned earlier, as Fortunoff started to decline. Circuit City and Stephen Barry's all would close. And to make matters even worse, Simon, although they're doing well now, was not doing so well back then and defaulted on a $124 million loan. This would gradually lead to the mall being sold in 2012, or auctioned off rather, and in the early winter of 2016, it was announced that the mall would be demolished. However, that is not the end of our story. Fast forward almost 9 years to 2025, and the mall, at least physically, somehow is clinging to a faint heartbeat. I walked around here on a Saturday afternoon for a couple hours, however, saw very little signs of life. Just a few small retailers clinging to existence, and a ton of abstract, weird Jackson Pollocky style art on the walls, and some weird kitchen display area. So this is a property that I have known about for a very long time, and is on that list of places that I knew about, but I just never got to. It's very difficult to get out here, and not so much in terms of distance, but you have to fly or drive to JFK, and obviously with my career, I can fly out there pretty inexpensively. But then you have to rent a car and get through all the New York City traffic and drive all the way out to Long Island. So after I had filmed the Kmart, I thought, you know what? The hell with it. Let's stop by and see if anything is left. I mistakenly thought there was nothing left, but there was. I am here a little bit too late. I would have liked to have been here a couple years ago when some of the original darker earth tone aesthetic was still in place. But the general core concept of the mall, from a physical standpoint, still exists. And like I said, right now it's in kind of this weird stasis period where there are definitely still some obvious signs of what it used to be. This was a KB Toys right here, by the way. Pretty cool. Now it's a pickleball. It's just strange what some of these things in the mall become. But you know what? it's still here and we can still enjoy it, albeit on a more sterilized level. So that's about it. Just wanted to chat with you about the property. I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of the video. Good to be back with you for my second video of the year here. Second video of the year here. And there is more coming in 2025. My son just ended his newborn period, is now 2 months, and things are changing for Ace, but going to be back at work here in just the next couple days and back to a routine and hopefully have some time to pop out and see some places. Malls will be included in the channel in 2025. Other things will be included in the channel, and I will bring that content to you the only way that I can. Please, before I get out of here, please do me a favor. The YouTube algorithm does not love me very often. Every once in a while I'll get a hit, but I like to think I put up pretty decent content, and for whatever reason, it doesn't love me back a lot of times, but I don't care. It is what it is. I know I'm good at what I do, and I've been around for 8 years, and I have over 300 videos, in my catalog that will live forever. So I'm happy and satisfied, and I hope you continue to watch. Please, the most important thing you can do for me is interact with this video. The engagement strokes the algorithm, so leave a comment, leave a like, share it. Please make sure you're subscribed. That helps greatly. Just the interaction helps, and I will try to reply to as many comments as possible. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your January as we head into February, and then thank the Lord, the warm months are coming. I cannot wait to get out of this cold spell we are in here in Western New York. So go Bills. I'm excited about my Bills playing in the playoffs this weekend. Hopefully they can finally take a run and get that illustrious Lombardi trophy. We shall see. Enjoy, folks. I'll talk to you guys soon. Be back soon with more content.
for that.